This is official podcast of The Educators Zaman Town campus. You are listening a new series, Quranic Wonders, Episode 3.
12,000 Jews turned into monkeys. It has been reported that 70,000 men from the people of Sayyiduna Dawood alayhi salam used to live in the seaside village of Ila near Uqba. These people were living a luxurious and prosperous life. Allah Azza wa Jal tested them by the way of prohibiting them from fishing on Saturday, the day of Sabbath, and permitted them to catch fish on all other days of the week. Allah Azza wa Jal tested their faith by the way of making many fish available on Saturday and none on the other days. However, upon listening to the whispers of Satan, they began to dig grains from the sea into the land, resulting in the formation of ponds in the dry land. Satan further misguided them by giving them the evil idea that on Sabbath, Saturday, when fish come into the pond through these drains, close the passage of the drains and do not catch fish that day. Instead, catch them the next day. They liked this satanic idea, but they did not realize the fact that the day when they trapped fish in ponds would still be considered as fishing day. Therefore, capturing fish turned out to be on the day of Sabbath, Saturday, which Allah Azza wa Jal had prohibited for them. On this occasion, Jews divided into three groups. There were some who prevented themselves from fishing according to the command of Allah Azza wa Jal and tried to advise others to do the same. They showed anger and hatred towards this transgression. Another group also disliked and hated this act but remained silent. They did not restrain people from indulging in it. Instead, they said to those who tried to prevent others that why they advise such people whom Allah Azza wa Jal is either about to destroy or going to inflict his severe torment upon them. There was a group of insolent and disobedient people who openly opposed the commandment of Allah Azza wa Jal and following the evil temptation of Satan by fishing on Saturday, they ate as well as sold those fish. When the disobedient people did not refrain from their evil act despite being forbidden from it, then those who attempted to prevent them said that they would no longer keep any ties with them. Therefore, they built a wall to separate themselves from the wrongdoers. The village was divided and separate entrance and exit were made. Wrathfully, Sayyiduna Dawood alayhi salam cursed those who fished on Saturday. Consequently, no one among the disobedient came outside one day. Some people climbed up the wall to see them and saw that all of them were deformed into monkeys. And when the people entered by opening the door of the wrongdoers, the monkeys would recognize their relatives, come close to them and sniff their clothes and weep bitterly. But the people could not recognize the one turned into monkeys. Those who became monkeys were 12,000 in number. They lived for 3 days and could not eat or drink anything in between, and all of them died out of thirst and hunger. The group of people who prevented from fishing remained safe from destruction. According to more trustworthy report, Allah Azza wa Jal also saved those who considered it evil, even in their hearts, and remained silent. Surah Al-Baqarah, Ayah 65. The Holy Quran describes this event in the following ayah of Surah Al-Baqarah, and undoubtedly you definitely know those amongst you who had transgressed in the matter of Sabbath, Saturday. So we said to them, become apes despised. Surah Al-Baqarah, Ayah 65. This event is also mentioned in detail in Surah Al-Araf. And ask them, O beloved, of the town that was on the seashore, when they used to exceed the limit in the matter of Sabbath, prohibition of fishing on Saturdays. When their fish used to come swimming on top of the water in front of them on the day of Saturday, and would not come on the days it was not Saturday. This is how we used to test them due to their disobedience. And when a group among them said to another group, why do you advise those people whom Allah is to destroy or inflict a severe punishment? They said, to have an excuse in the majestic court of your Lord, and they may fear. And when they forgot what they had been advised, we rescued those who forbade evil and seized the unjust with a dreadful punishment, the recompense of their disobedience. Then, when they rebelled against the command of prohibition of fishing on Saturday, we said to them, become monkeys despised. Surah Al-Araf, ayahs 163 to 166. Moral. Therefore, we learned how dangerous it is to disobey the commandments of Allah Azza wa Jal and to follow into the trap plotted by Satan. Furthermore, we learned how wretched are those cursed by a Nabi of Allah. Even their signs are wiped away from the face of the earth by divine torment. They are destined for hellfire, and they are rendered unsuccessful in both the worldly life and the afterlife. Na'udhu billah min.